Hi there, Craig here. We got another beer review today. I received a beer from NW Express. First name is Josh. Hi Josh, thanks man. Thanks for sending me this beer. Let me tell you a little bit of the story behind this thing. He asked me, he said he wanted to send me a beer and he asked me to choose my own beer from this website. So this is, whoops, I gotta go back here, sorry. It's, I hope I'm pronouncing this properly, Ninkasi Brewing Company. I hope that's pronounced properly. If not, you can correct me. So this is a micro brewery, and he says they make excellent beers. There it is. And so he told me to go down and pick the beer I wanted. So I went down to the bottom here. I started at the first one. And here's all the beers they've got. Okay, they've got, this is a Total Domination India Pale Ale. This is a Double Red Ale. Here is a Double IPA. This is an Oatmeal Stout, and so on and so on. They've got some really nice looking beers. Look at these beers. I mean, love the way they present these beers on this website. The way they're put in the glass like that. Just, they look delicious, the colors. And so I went up and down the list a few times. I nearly chose the Oatmeal Stout. I nearly chose that, but I thought, you know what? Because I'm not a big hop head, and so, you know, I'm not big on hops. I like hops. I don't dislike them. I just find that for me, I'm more of an English style bitter guy, and I like the malt. Well, I want to taste that base, you know. The hops kind of, sometimes they just, for me, they seem to get in the way. At least in my home brew experience anyways. So I decided to go out on a limb. Excuse me. It's fine until I start talking. I decided to go out on a limb and get this Double IPA, which is, I'll just read it for you. Tricera hops is a double everything you already love in an IPA. More hops, more malt body, and a higher gravity define this Double India Pale Ale. Fiercely flavorful, guaranteed to satisfy. Established in 2007, starting gravity is 1080, IBUs is 100, ABV 8.8, and it's not a seasonal beer. You can get it all year round. And I thought, you know what? I want a beer that's going to knock my ass off. You know, a double of everything. And the hop thing is going to be interesting. And you know, having this much, you know, power in a beer with the alcohol and the flavor, I thought this would be a great beer. I probably would have normally chose this one, the oatmeal stout, but I wanted something interesting that I could review for you guys. So I chose this. Plus, it's 8.8% alcohol. It's a higher percentage. I like that. So where are we here? Here's the beer, and it's chilled down. And that's the bottle. It's a nice big pint. Okay, and he also, there's the beer. I'll put that over there. He also sent me a glass. Now, after this taste test, I got another gift I got too today. I needed to talk about a little less happy story there, but we're dealing with it. It's nobody's fault. Accidents happen. He also sent me this little glass, which is has the logo on it of the company. See the logo there? There's the glass. It's a small glass, and it's just for sampling. But you know what? It's appropriate for this beer because this is a strong beer. So you want to drink it in small batches. Otherwise, you get yourself pissed, which I will do anyway, but that's okay. So I'm going to use the glass that he sent me to taste the beer. Let's go ahead and give this thing a go. All right. Holy moly. Woo! Wow. Holy God. Well, let's get into this one. This is going to be interesting. Oh, sorry guys. You got to. I'm so excited. I forgot I was filming. Here we are. Oh yeah, just a little sample. There we go. Nice upside down snow. I love that. where the head forms from underneath. I love that. Let's top that up just a tiny bit. Well, there we are. So, does it look like it does on the... Of course, you know, I mean, the lighting's not the same. It's got that orange look to it. Absolutely. I love the way when you pour a beer, the bubbles come up from the bottom. That, I don't know if you, I hope you guys can see that. Geez, I keep forgetting to... I've got a light back here, and this is another whole thing I've got to talk about. It's this flashlight and that. If you can see that, I hope so. What does it look like? Oh yeah. So hopefully you can see the upside down snowstorm, I call it. That's a sign of a good beer. I love when that happens. Okay. And let's go here. Let's give it a sniff. Holy cow, man. The hops are there. And again, I like hops. I just, you know, for a home brew, when I'm drinking, you know, them day after day, sometimes I just get a little, but this smells amazing. I think I'm glad I chose this one. Let's give it a whirl. Oh man, geez, the flavors in here are amazing. Okay, let's begin, shall we? It's very well rounded. It's got the hops there. The hops are obviously there. I mean, as soon as I open the bottle, I can smell the hops. But they're complemented with the bottom, the base, you know, that bottom end, which is the malt. And that's important to me. And for a sort of a lighter or mid to light style beer, it's got a nice malt flavor. You can't really taste the alcohol as much as, I mean, 8.8%, right? So it's almost like wine, for Pete's sake. Wow. What an exciting beer. This is full of flavor. Absolutely, you know, this is, you got to get yourself a porterhouse steak or something, you know, with a lot of flavor to complement this if you're gonna pair it with food. But if you like hops, this is your beer. If you ever wanted to know what hops taste like, you know, if you're just drinking store-bought, you know, macro beer, and you don't really know what's the deal with hops, and what are hops? What do they taste like? You're not going to get a hop profile from a macro store-bought Coors Light or whatever, that kind of, you're not going to get that. Okay, if you want to know what hops taste like, this is what you got to get. Because this is heavy on the hops, and this is going to show you what the hops do to a beer. I really like this beer. Has nice lacing, a nice consistent head. Still got a little upside down snowstorm going on, so it's got nice carbonation, nice liveliness to it. I'm getting a buzz already, so just so you know. So I want to thank Josh. Thanks, man. Cheers, buddy. Thank you for sending me this beer. And it was almost like, you know, I chose the one I wanted, and it came in the mail. And I really, really appreciate that. It means a lot to me for people to do this, and for me to be able to taste beers that I normally would never be able to taste. I'm lucky. I'm very, very lucky to be able to do this. And I thank you, Josh, and the other people that have sent beers. I really do thank you guys a lot, man. I've got beer reviews recorded already that I haven't, you know, I've received beers weeks ago, months ago. Try to space things out, you know, make variety here. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this beer. Absolutely. Now, the next thing I received today was from, let me just get the thing up here. They all send notes with their beer. They send these beautiful letters. And he just says, you know, sent you the beer, sent you the glass. It's from the glass, by the way, is from a beer fest thing. You know, where you taste the beers and all that. So, absolutely phenomenal. And this guy here, his name is Jacob. He calls himself Sonny and Jacob on YouTube. And he sent me a beer stein. He sent me a beer stein that he bought at a antique store. And he was going to add it to his collection, and then he decided he was going to send it to me. And that is awesome. That is absolutely, the kindness there is just, I can't measure it. It's mind-blowing. And he also sent me some tobacco for my bong, which I'm going to try in a minute while we talk about the next thing I want to talk about. I'm trying to cram a lot into this video here. Okay, now, the bad news is that in transit, the glass, that's the stein, the beer stein, it's like this one here. You know, this one was sent to me a long time ago. It's one of these things. You know, these German beer steins with the lid. They're very old. Okay. Unfortunately, it got broken on the way here, and so I have it. I have the, you know, the remains in the bag that it came in. It wasn't sent by FedEx, I don't believe. I think it was your standard priority mail, U.S. And I've got a lot of these medium flat rate boxes, by the way, if anyone wants one. All kinds of them around here. Can't throw them out because they're great for shipping stuff off of eBay. So I do some eBay transactions as well. Yeah, it came in quite a few pieces. I don't even want to show it. It's heartbreaking. I've already contacted Jacob and notified him. Look at the size of it too. There's even some tiny pieces in here and a little bit of sand. So, you know, Jacob, thank you very much for sending me this glass, this stein. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just sorry it didn't make it here. I've got all the pieces inside, and I'm going to try everything within my power to try to glue it back together. It's never going to hold a beer, but at least hopefully I'll be able to put it on display and look at the artwork. I did start to piece it together earlier, and I was able to get most of it to fit together, but there's some really tiny pieces in there that I wasn't able to figure out. So it's a puzzle. I'll get my family to help me, my sons to help me, my wife, whoever, and we'll see if we can't. I'm sorry, Jacob. Yeah. Damn it. It sucks. What a bummer. It's bound to happen, you know. I guess, you know, it's important to mark these things fragile. Glass ornaments, fragile, whatever, you know, you can write on it. Because they throw these things around like crazy. If they don't see fragile written on it, they think it's a, you know, it's a sweater or something, and they just chuck it around like that. So, unfortunately, that's what happened. I will try to glue this together, and if I do, I'll show it on YouTube so you guys can see all the artwork on it. Okay, I'll do my best for that. But he also sent me some tobacco for my hookah, which, oh, that's so good. So good. It smells absolutely incredible. I am going to light this right now. I'm not going to do it on camera. I'll stop the camera and I'll light it up and get it going, and I'll smoke it. I'll give you a review on it. By the looks of it, it is a, if this is the same container that it came in, it's a Starbuzz Blue Mist tobacco for hookah. It has a very cool, almost like a sort of a menthol, like a cool taste. It almost tastes like you put ice in the water in the bottom of the hookah. I have a hookah video, by the way, on my channel. I'm in the middle of organizing all my videos into categories, so you guys will be able to find stuff easier. But it definitely has it's taking a few minutes for me to get the other tobacco taste out of the hookah, but it has a very cool taste to it. It's a very refreshing flavor to it. Like it's almost like I took a Halls or something. You know, it's got that nice effervescence. It's got a beautiful, fresh, kind of oceany flavor. Clean, kind of like an ocean, beach kind of clean flavor to it. And it's very mild and very nice. I think I might have packed it a little too tightly because I'm not getting a lot of smoke. But that's just, it was very moist, which is good. And I think it was sticky, and I think I packed a little too much, but it'll burn down in a few minutes. I'll get a nice puff of smoke out of it. Hey, nice pairing. It's good stuff. God, you know, I realize how lucky I am to be able to taste all these things from parts of the world that I can't, you know, get to, and I don't have the ability to get these things. And I'm so lucky to have people send me this kind of thing. It's just, it blows my mind. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just, I never thought this would ever happen. The channel was just supposed to be something for me to mess around with, and I never expected it to turn into what it has. So thanks to everybody. Thanks, guys, for this stuff. I love it. And I am out of here. See you next time. See you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.